window look like?
I've got very efficient. We've got very efficient Descript mostly one. I'm loving it. We're getting, I've got people calling me with it now. It's just been I'm trying to turn it into a automated machine. I don't have to do once the machine is running it. And that's eaten a lot of coupon for me, unfortunately.
Okay, we're
but it's been good. It was worth it. It's just
check. Can you hear me on the live stream? Check.
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet.
we got a new product on this.
Can you hear me on the live stream?
I don't know. That's fine.
Hello.
Maybe not.
You're not going to.
I'm excited to
Not going to live.
Check.
It's just working. Ready to go?
Check.
There we go. That's
I'll figure it out.
Can you hear me on the live stream? All right, everybody, we're going to get started. If you cannot hear me, please come closer. We're going to go over some very important information as we kick off the hackathon. All right. 50.
Yeah. Hello. Hi. I don't think this is working. Is it turned on? Hello.
It was just working.
I don't know.
This one's working. We can do it. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to trade
You
off.
can pass.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Check.
I'll get you.
That one's not working, right? Okay, cool. We're working on some technical stuff with the microphone. But hey everyone, welcome to our first ever Turbo Hackathon for Bitcoin++ at South by Southwest. Super excited to be here with Alex Lewin, who flew in from Atlanta to help us kick this off. Today is all about vibe coding. So usually Bitcoin++, we run conferences and then we do 24 to 36 hour hackathons afterwards. This is our first time trying a 2-hour hackathon, and we're here to kick it off. Alright, so without further ado, this is what we're going to be up to and what to expect for the next 3 or 4 hours.
Fantastic. All right, who here has been to a hackathon before? Who here has not been to a hackathon before? Fantastic. All right, this is for you. So, if you've never been to a hackathon before, hackathons are actually a misnomer. Really, a better name would be build-a-thon. A hackathon is a competition to build something from scratch with technology. Typically, again, it's about 24 to 48 hours, but this time is Turbo Edition. So we only have 2 hours to build the entire project. Crazy. Yes, again, this is hosted at most technical conferences, and the vibe is an all-out sprint to build, especially this one. In addition, hackathons are an opportunity to learn something new, to ship an entire project in just a short amount of time, and to work on something fun. This hackathon is Turbo Edition, as you know. So, we are doing the entire thing in 2 hours. Yes, indeed. We're doing the entire hackathon in just 2 hours. This sounds impossible, correct? How is this possible? How can you build an entire project in just 2 hours? Well, the answer, how can we do that, indeed?
We're gonna vibe code. We're gonna use some AI tools. So if you're not using AI tools, you're probably doing it wrong.
Yes, some recommended tools. We have for Selfie Zero, Bolt.new, Cursor IDE, GitHub Pages, Replit Agent. If you have not used these tools yet, then get with the program. You're going to use them today. It's actually basically impossible to ship an entire project in 2 hours unless you use these tools. So we are all going to be using some of these tools today. Let's do a quick demo. So if you've never used these tools before, this one's called Bolt.new. This is my preferred tool. But we're going to do a quick example. So to show it off, all you have to do is go to bolt.new. There's a nice little prompt that says, what do you want to build? And you stick in a description of the project. So we have a sample project here. It is, I'll just read the prompt. I want to build a fun online experience for users to interact with my dog via webcam. Users will see a live stream and have a button to open a modal to pay a 1,000 Satoshi invoice. Upon paying, a confetti animation should dispatch, and it should trigger my dog getting fed a treat. You know, fun little hackathon project, right? So let's see how Bolt.new does with this prompt. So all we have to do is copy and paste, and we'll see it build the entire project. Show of hands, who has used tools like this before? Yeah? Fantastic. yeah, if you've never seen these tools be used before, you're in for a treat. So right now you can see Bolt.new is making all of the code for the project. It's running all the screens, it's setting up all the logic, and momentarily it should spit out a working entire application.
That's insane, Alex.
Bananas.
How did people code before these?
I don't know. I guess they just weren't very productive.
Can I make a whole project in 2 hours using Bolt.fun, Alex?
I think you actually can. So, or Bolt.fun, you mean Bolt.new?
Bolt.new.
Yeah, you can. So as we can see, we have our live cam app. We can give my dog a treat, and look at that. Send 1,000 sats to give this good boy a treat. You'll see them enjoy live on the camera. Pay with Lightning. Oh, look at that. Already has an Albi integration. That's
Wow.
well then, okay, I failed. But as you can see, we got pretty far. So with just one shot, we already have everything basically set up and working. So that's pretty insane.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
so you have another 2 hours to finish this off, is what you're telling me.
Exactly.
Great. That sounds doable.
Does anybody have any questions of how to use Bolt.new? Didn't think
I
so.
have a question.
Yes.
What's your preferred workflow for getting stuff from Bolt.new to other IDEs?
Oh, that's a great question, Stephen. So the question was, how can you move from Bolt.new to these other IDEs? How can you make progress from Bolt.new? So Bolt.new has this awesome feature called export. So at the top of UI, you can see this export button, and then you can download the project. And this will give you a zipped up project that you can open in your editor of choice and continue vibe coding using Cursor.
Great. Can't wait to Cursor some new stuff up.
Amazing.
Can Cursor solve all the problems with it, like not doing the invoice thing?
Yeah, so you can keep prompting inside of Bolt, or you can bring it to Cursor and tell Cursor agent the things that are wrong, and Cursor agent will give it a shot to try to fix everything.
Cool. Housekeeping. What are we on housekeeping? So if you aren't on the Wi-Fi yet, you can join Bitcoin Space Commons with the password capital S Satoshi 21 bang! Exclamation point.
Cool.
Great. Everyone's on Wi-Fi. If not, we'll figure it out later. Also, we're going to be hanging out in the Discord, so if you've got questions or want to get some help on how to make the coding things work better, check out our Discord. There's a link there. It's a QR code. If you don't get on now, we can also get you. There'll be a slide at the end for this same QR code. DevPost. Alex, would you explain what DevPost is and how to use it to submit your project?
Absolutely. So DevPost is our hackathon submission platform. It contains all of the details going on with the hackathon, including prizes, judging criteria, etc. This is how we will know that you are hacking. So over the next few minutes, preferably before hacking starts, you will put in a DevPost submission with your team name. This is non-binding, this won't be judged, it just reserves you a spot so we know how many teams there are for judging logistics. Again, your submission is not the thing being judged. You will be judged in person, but you need to get your DevPost submissions in early. You'll have an opportunity to do this soon. So you can go to turbo.devpost.com, scan the QR code, and you can check out the DevPost.
Rules and judging. All right, so we know how to code now that we've seen the Bolt.new.
Yeah.
We've learned about how to submit. So how are we going to be judged?
How are we going to get disqualified first?
Oh, disqualified.
Yeah.
All right, this is what you don't want to do. So how to get disqualified? The first thing that you would do to get disqualified is have a team greater than 4 members. So you can only be, or join more than 1 team. So in other words, in order to stay qualified, each team has only 1 to 4 people on it, and you can only be on 1 team as a hacker. The second rule of how to not get disqualified is you must have at least 1 team member here in person to present during their presentation or expo part of the hackathon, which will start at 4 p.m. If no one here is present, your team will be disqualified. And finally, no development may start before the start time, and it was written before the hackathon started. You need to identify that so that judges are aware of what was built during the hackathon versus what wasn't. And we encourage you to build something new for this particular challenge.
Yes. If you want to make a PR into an existing project, that is technically allowed. However, you just must designate what was built before the hackathon and what was built during the hackathon to judges so they understand what you did during the hackathon hacking period. Yes, also the hackathon hacking period has not started yet. It starts at 2 p.m. on the dot. So yes, again, please hold off until that point. Yes, that's when you will start with trash.
How are you going to judge, Alex?
So we're trying something new. Typically with our hackathons, we do judging on stage where you present to everybody at the same time. We are doing a different style of judging. We are going to do expo style judging or science fair style judging. How this works is after the hacking period, once you get your submissions in, we are going to assign every team a table number. Then the team will find the table with the corresponding number around the room, and they will set up and stand and present to the judges as they walk around with clipboards, just like a science fair. So we'll talk a bit more about this towards the end of the hackathon, but yes, we're doing science fair style judging. And this is awesome. This is a fun style because you don't have to psych yourself out with presenting just once, and you don't have to worry about messing it all up at one time. You get to present again to every single judge, so you can get better at presenting as the expo period goes on. Any questions about expo style judging? Fantastic.
So who are our judges?
We have a star-studded panel of judges.
We got Allison Kelsey from Pleb Devs and an engineer at Voltage back there. Myself, Missy Nye, founder of Bitcoin Plus and Base 58, and then Brian Bishop, who will be here later, who is the supreme leader of Bitcoin Core and a local Austinite.
Judging criteria. How do we judge hackathon projects?
So we use the women's gymnastics, Olympic gymnastics way of judging. So there's basically 3 categories here, and you're going to get ranked from a scale of 1 to 5. The first category will be routine difficulty. So this is how hard was the thing that you set up to do. And we'll judge that on a scale of 1 to 5. The second category is execution. So how well did you accomplish what you set out to do? That again will be judged on a scale from 1 to 5. And then finally is something that we call general effect. So this is presentation, kind of swag factor, how sparkly is it, and how applicable is what you built to the theme, which is using AI and Bitcoin. Again, that's on a scale of 1 to 5.
Also, just to answer a common question, do you have to use AI and Bitcoin? No, but you'll probably not score very well on this one dimension if you don't use the theme. All right.
Prizes and challenges. What do we got?
So, for the Bitcoin Plus AI Turbo Hackathon, we have a main hacking competition that is open-ended. We have an overall first, second, and third place. Anything involving Bitcoin and AI is fair game. In addition, we have a number of bonus prizes. These prizes, you do not have to tell us that you're going for these prizes. You will automatically be considered for all of these with one exception. And those bonus prizes are quirkiest hack, things that make the judges laugh, best design, most educational, if you're teaching people how to use Bitcoin with your hack, best use of AI, most ambitious, and best beginner hack. Something to mention with best beginner hack. This is the only one that you need to tell us you're going for. Any team where each and every member of the team is a first-time hacker or first-time open source contributor is eligible for best beginner hack. So if one member on your team is experienced, your team is ineligible for best beginner hack. But if your team is eligible and you want to be considered for best beginner hack, you must designate that you are going for this challenge on your dev post. So as you submit your dev post, you'll see an optional challenge, best beginner hack. You need to check the box so that we know that you're going for this challenge.
It's the only check the box category.
Thank you, thank you. Any questions about the challenges? Awesome. All right, let's keep going.
All right, so what's the schedule? So hacking will begin at 2 p.m. sharp. Submissions are due on DevPost at 4 p.m. sharp. We'll start the judging expo at 4:15. So at 4 o'clock, we'll assign you a table that you'll go to. 4:15, the judges will start going around. You will have a maximum of 3 minutes to present your presentation. The judges will give you a grace period of 2 minutes if you go a little bit over that, but at 5 minutes exactly, the judge will be leaving your table and moving on to the next one. There's 3 judges, so you'll have an opportunity of up to 3 different times to give your presentation. And then after the judging expo will go from 4:15 to 4:30 at 4:45. 4:45 will close it, the judges will make their decisions, and we'll come back around 5 o'clock for the awards and closing ceremony.
Fantastic. Yes, also, while you do, yes, the judges will cut you off at 5 minutes on the dot. Again, recommend you spend 3 minutes presenting. Try to stop at 3 minutes so the judge can ask some questions, because at 5 minutes, they are moving on to the next team. Team building. You are welcome to hack alone, but we highly, highly encourage you to hack on a team. If you don't have a team yet and want to hack together, come to the front of the stage as soon as we stop kicking off, and we'll help you find an amazing team to work with. All right, so it is currently 1:18 p.m. Hacking starts at 2 p.m. on the dot. We have some to-dos to accomplish before that happens. So what are we doing right now?
We're finding a team and a place to hack.
So as soon as you know who you're going to work with, try to spread out, find a table, find a conference room where you're going to be camped out for the hacking period.
After that, so you have 40 minutes roughly to settle an idea and plan your project demo. This is really important.
Yeah, so 2 hours is not a lot of time. In most hackathons, you have like 6 or so hours to flail around at the beginning and switch your idea a few times. You do not have time for that. You must figure out what you're going to work on and build it from the get-go. So we recommend in the next 30 minutes coming up with your demo plan. Well, what is this demo plan? So we're going to go through an example project. Remember that doggy live stream that we vibe coded together at the beginning of this kickoff? Well,
that was great, Alex. How did that demo plan come together?
Yeah, so let's make a quick demo plan. So before we made that project, perhaps our demo plan could look like this. We have 4 things we want to accomplish. We want to navigate to a website. We want to show off my dog. We want to pay an invoice. And we want to show my dog getting fed. Pretty straightforward. So we want to write down, we want to put it in writing, chisel it into rock, exactly the features that we're going to be showing off to the judges, so we don't accidentally build things that aren't used in the demo. This is a game changer. This is the secret sauce. This is how you win hackathons. You plan in advance, and you know exactly what you're going to build.
I think you're missing number 5, Alex, which is win.
Yeah, profit. Yeah.
Profit.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we've already found a team. We've found a place to hack. We've settled on an idea, and we've planned our project demo. What's next?
we're going to divide and conquer, Alex.
We're going to figure out who's going to build what. Again, you only have 2 hours. You got to get organized, or else you're not going to finish. So yes, before hacking starts, we're going to figure out who's going to build what. And
finally, before you get started hacking at 2 p.m., please go ahead and make your dev post submission. We'll be coming around and check every team has already filled in their dev post submission. This means that you'll definitely make the 4 p.m. cutoff without a problem.
Awesome. So this is all we have. Again, in the next 30 minutes, 30-ish minutes, 40 minutes, we're going to have to go through all of these 4 to-dos. If you don't have a team yet, come to the stage and happy hacking.
Let's go. Any questions? Yeah. Any final questions before we head out? 1 question, 2 questions. What's in the back?
Can I join a team, please?
Okay. Sam wanted to ask if you can join a team. Come to the front, and anyone else who's looking to refer a team. We have a question over here.
Are there any resources available for us if we don't have API keys to a really awesome AI?
Great question. We do not have any special keys to give you, but there's a lot of generous free tiers. So I recommend Googling or asking ChatGPT what the best free tiers on AI coding tools are.
Thanks.
Yep, if you don't have a team yet, come to the front of the room. Otherwise, find a spot to hack and get ready.
Thanks, guys.
I can finger paint.
Hi.
Hi. Can you finger paint?
Well, do you know how to code?
No, I can script.
I mean, I want to win the.
You want to win?
Category that
What's your
I have no